This video in SolidWorks is to show you how to approach the top plate for the caster assembly for the first assembly drawing. I'm going to start by creating a new part file. New part file is going to be in metric, so I'll then go to the Tools pull-down menu. Tools pull-down menu, under Options, I'm going to change the units from inches to millimeters. Tools, Options is off the screen. Document Properties, Units, Millimeters, OK. Now the top plate I'm going to do by sketching. I'm going to start by putting a center line. I want the center line in the front plane. I'm going to go right through the origin so that I have that to work with a symmetrical part. We'll look right at it from the front now. I'm going to start drawing the top plate on the origin, go off to the side about 30 millimeters, which is about half the distance. I'm going to go up about 4 millimeters, go over approximately 20 or so, go up a little bit more, come back in, drop down, and then come back over to the center line. Now what I'm going to do is to mirror those entities about, you notice on the left hand side, mirror about that center line. I like it. I pick OK. Now I can start dimensioning. First dimension I'm going to put on here is going to be the overall height. Bring it over here. Call it 16. Drag that over just a little bit. I'm going to put the overall width in place, put it up here. The overall width is 136. Put that in place. And then I've got the distance from that edge to that edge. And you'll notice I'm picking the edges, not the points. 44, because I want the edges to stay upright, even though in this particular case they would because of the way they were drawn. The depth from here to here should be 4. The depth from here to here should also be 4. And then the width of the bottom part should be 60. And at this point it should be fully defined. It is fully defined. I get out of dimensioning, I go over to features, and I'm going to do what's known as an Extruded Boss. What I'm going to do is a mid-plane extrusion so that that origin stays right at the center. And I want my mid-plane extrusion to have a total width of 82 millimeters. Now, I'm going to put fillets on here. Those fillets are also going to define the location of the holes. So one of the fillets is going to go right here. One of them is going to go there, one here, and one here. You notice I can select directly through. And the size of, it's actually a round, but the fillet command is used. Size is 12. Now I'm going to use the hole wizard. In 2009, you need to select a surface before selecting the hole wizard in order to do two-dimensional placement. You don't need to do that in 2010. Pick the hole wizard, and unfortunately it's going to think I want a hole in the spot that I picked. That's not where I want it, so I'll go to position, and I'm going to add a relation between the center of that hole and that fillet right there, and I'm going to make them concentric. Now I'm going to go back to the type. I'm going to make it a drilled hole. It's going to have a size of 11, and it is going to go up to next so that it goes all the way through the part no matter what. Now I'm going to mirror, and my mirror face plane is going to be one of my planes, and I'm going to start with the front plane. Because I did a mid-plane extrusion, it's going to be able to use the front plane as a mirror option. Say mirror that over here like so. Go back to the mirror command. This time I'm going to use the right plane as my mirror plane. It's going to assume that I want the last thing I created, which I do. Now I've got the top plate done. Any changes to that fillet are going to change the location of the hole. Any changes to the thickness are going to bring that up and down. I didn't use the linear pattern because I wanted to make sure those holes got bigger and smaller as the part got bigger and smaller. That's my 4-minute video. We're going to stop this right now, and I'll put it in the R drive.